Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Parvulos, and this is the Children of the Apocalypse, and this is a new horror dark comedy coming your way from writer-director Isaac Asimov. And this film focuses on three brothers living in a cabin in the middle of the woods, hide a dark, disturbing secret in their basement. And this film is an interesting mix of zombie horror and coming-of-age story. And the three brothers here, their story, their conflict is pretty powerful because this dark secret is life-changing for them. And they each have different perspectives. You have the youngest brother who can't bring himself to do violence, and you have this middle brother who's in this strange middle ground, and their oldest brother who's missing their calf and foot on one leg is the one trying to hold this all together. This film really focuses on the growth and having to mature in a situation of trauma, and when you're left on your own and having to grow up way faster than you anticipated. And I think this film navigates those themes in an interesting way. I do think that after a while, Asimov, his script kind of gets murkied in terms of you have like this young woman who comes into play, and I see where it's like this sexual awakening for the eldest brother. You have, especially the third act of this movie, where it opens up a whole entire other like big thematic branch in terms of faith and religion and this apocalyptic world. And it's just like, whoa, like it kind of comes out of nowhere. I do think that the result, some of the scenes are really effective and impactful, but I just feel like the film's trying to wrangle in too much. And this is a 2-hour film, and it definitely lags at times. It loses its steam at moments, and their dynamic with the zombies of this world and this very particular secret that's going on in their lives is a challenging thing to process. And I think this film navigates that challenge pretty well. Acting-wise, like, some of the younger actors, like the two youngest kids, like, sometimes it's not the strongest of performances, but, like, these are kids, and, like, I don't want to belabor that point. But I think they do a fine enough job. I think everybody's committed to their performances. This has a very distinct look to it, and, like, I can't decide, like, how much I really like it, but, like, it certainly does make it feel unique and interesting, and Rodrigo Sandoval, who's the cinematographer, really puts this interesting filter across everything. Eddie Lan and Camila Ubaldi do the score, and it's creepy. It has that emotion to it. It's not doesn't seem particularly unique or anything, but it does its job well. And the practical effects here, there's some really gnarly moments in this film, and they really commit to it with this like over-the-top like practical effect, body parts being like people being ripped open, and like this feels like a great homage to like those old George A. Romero zombie flicks. You really get the blood and guts pouring out. And this film is a little unwieldy in terms of its narrative and some of its thematic elements. But I feel like it delivers so many impactful, visceral, intense sequences. There's some really great choices by Asimov in terms of what's to be shown, how to frame it, building up tension. This film has you on the edge of your seat. The horror elements work. The themes feel, some of them, a little underdeveloped and a little stuffed in. Narratively, there's some saggy moments, but I think at the end, if you take all of the positives, they do outweigh those negatives, and this is certainly a unique and interesting zombie experience. But those are my thoughts on Parvulos, Children of the Apocalypse. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.